Hi students, welcome back again to the online session of SST. In the last video we had seen about the blast furnace or the processing of iron ore to steel. Raw material or input iron ore, we process it and we give out iron or steel. So this is the total process which we have seen in the last video. Now I forgot to tell you few certain important things which is given in the chapter like about iron and steel. Major steel producing areas centers in India are Bhilai. Bhilai is in Chhattisgarh now. It was in MP earlier. Now it is Chhattisgarh. Durgapur, West Bengal, Barampur, Jamshedpur, Raurkela, Bokaro, and is spread over 4 states. West Bengal, Jharkhand. Jamshedpur is in Jharkhand. Sorry. Raurkela is in Jharkhand. Bokaro is in Jharkhand. Durgapur is in West Bengal. Barampur is in West Bengal. Bhilai is in Chhattisgarh. Okay. So these are the thing. The first industry, or this is also in your history chapter. One of the chapters I have read in history. Also in class 8, you have this thing. The first iron and steel industry which was set up in India was set up by Tata, and it is called as TISCO. TISCO was the first major steel producing company in India in 1907. Remember this, 1907 at Jamshedpur. TISCO, the full form of TISCO is Tata Iron and Steel Company. It is a private company which was made up or established by Tata. The availability of water from Subarnarekha and Kharkai rivers. There are two rivers, Subarnarekha and Kharkai, because water is an important essentiality for the iron and steel plants. Railways connectivity is good from Jamshedpur to Bombay, Jamshedpur to Calcutta. It is very easily connected by railways. Market presence is nearby Calcutta. Even Mumbai is not near, but there is good connectivity. But they have a good market. They have Calcutta is very nearby to them as a big market. Cheap labor provide the basis of its establishment. So because of these things like presence of water, railway connectivity, market, and cheap labor, they have established these industries in that particular place. Right? Fine. Next, technological know-how make the industries to flourish. Again, I think there's a spelling mistake. I'll change it. I'll send you all this PPT for writing the notes. I'll correct all the spellings at that time. Fine. So technological know-how means we should know how to process that thing. We have abundant of iron ore, but if you don't know, or if you don't know how to process that iron ore, or if you don't know the technology to make iron from iron ore, so it cannot be possible. So we know technological know-how, and this is why our industry is flourishing, or it is developing or growing. That is one of the reasons. Now coming to second very important industry is cotton industry. So again, cotton industry, this is totally based on cotton. Apart from cotton, or we cannot say cotton, if you say we are telling cotton industry, but we'll take a general term, that is textile industry. So cotton, maybe jute, silk, flax. Flax is same like jute. Okay, these are the industries in India. So this was based on cotton basically. Then jute, flax and silk also for textile. India was the leading country in 18th century, but could not face the competition from the mechanized weaving of Western world. Even today we have very less mechanized working. Power loom and hand loom. Power loom means machines will make the cloth. Now in India, if you see, almost 68% of people are making fabric by hand loom, by using hands. They don't use power, so it takes too much of time, it is very expensive, all these things come, so we have come behind. There are famous fabric of India in 18th century. As I said, in 18th century there were many type of fabric which was very favorite in Europe. The people from Europe, they loved the fabric of India. They used to import there, okay, and we used to export it. The famous muslin is a kind of silk type of fabric. Chintz is dotted fabric. Calico was a fabric which was found in Calicut in Kerala. So they used to call it calico. Were famous all across the world. So they used to sell it all across the world. The first textile mill was in 1854 in Mumbai. So iron and steel plant 1907 in Jamshedpur, but cotton textile or textile industry or cotton mill was in 1854 in Mumbai. Now Ahmedabad comes second after this in terms of textile production after Mumbai, and is also known as Manchester of India, because Manchester is a place in England. It's a place in England which used to make mechanized weaving. They used power looms and they used to send it ready-made cloth. So it was very cheap and very colorful. So it was main Manchester. We started sending the goods to India. So we take the term Manchester from there. So Manchester of India means Ahmedabad is called Manchester of India because it is producing mechanized goods, textiles, and in very good quality and quantity. Similarly, if you see, Osaka is a place in Japan which is called as Manchester of Japan. Now, what are the process? Now you can see here, you can see fiber, that is cotton, the fibers of cotton. They spin it. After spinning, it becomes yarn. Yarn is nothing but it is thread. We call it thread. That is called yarn. Long thread yarn. They'll do this thing. Then it goes to weaving or knitting. Now, what is the problem of weaving and knitting? Knitting only you can use one kind of fiber. In weaving, we can use 2 or 3 kinds of fiber. After this, in both the cases, we get wet processing or finished fabric. Then it goes to garment manufacturing. You go to garment to make t-shirts, shirts, pants, whatever, and then finally garment is produced. So this is the total process. Now you can see it's very clear to you. Fine. Now in the last section, if you want to see, is our information technology industry, or we call it IT. Now what is IT? Now as we say information technology, it is something related to information, or we call it as database management. So to manage the data and distribute the data, to process the data, it is called as IT industry or information technology. So going ahead, information technology industry deals in the storage, processing and distribution of information. Fine, very simple. The major hubs, if you see the major places where this industry is there, so the major name comes is California. There is a place called Silicon Valley in California. In India, it's Bangalore. The major hubs of IT industry are the Silicon Valley, California, which is in USA, and Bangalore in India. Even we also call Bangalore as Silicon City or Silicon Plateau. So now if the question comes, it may come for 1 mark, which is the Silicon City or Silicon Plateau of India. Answer is Bangalore. Generally, these hubs are present in metro cities. IT hubs in metropolitan city centers of India are Mumbai, New Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai. Now, why they are in metro cities, not in rural places? Because IT people, they should know computers, they should be well educated, experienced in computers. So, these kind of people or this kind of human resource, we will generally find in cities where there are good colleges and industries and coaching classes, right? So, this is one of the things. Now, regarding India, if you see, Indian IT engineers and Indian IT technology, it is world famous now. It is the best among the world. We should feel proud about this, that IT industry of India is world known and it is world best in the world. So Indian IT engineers and Indian IT engineers and technology is considered to be best among the world. Fine students, I hope it was a nice chapter, very interesting chapter. You have understood this. So this is all about the chapter industries. Tomorrow I will send you the notes of this. Either I'll send this PPTs or I'll send, don't write down the notes, I'll send it to you separately. Then I'll send you question answers and then we can go for an MCQ test. Thank you. Have a nice day.